So we invited you here so that we can have an exchange of information. And you want to start by giving questions before anything else? May tanong ba kayo? Hmm?
Go by what you said.
Sige. Well, we've been in the process of evaluating our investigations on legislators with conflict of interest, meaning to say legislators who are also contractors. And we've been filing cases left and right. Today there are two that are just about filed na ba to? For PI, for preliminary investigation. These are the case of Congresswoman Angeles of Tarlac and Jojo Ang of Uswag Party List from Iloilo, who is also a contractor. But we filed other cases before already. Yung Garjola cases are about to come out, maybe in a week's time. And there are other cases. Of course, we have to take it one by one because it's not very easy to build up cases. Example sa inyo, no? The Farmally cases, it took us 6 months before we were able to really build a good case sa Farmally. It's not easy. This job is very meticulous and we have to just be deliberate about everything we write, say, or do. Yeah, so, of course, in the news also was the investigation we are conducting on obstruction of justice, what happened in the Senate. And in that light, sumagot na po si former Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. Mr. Aplaska asked for an extension, so we granted him an extension to file his counter affidavit. But surprisingly, one person has chosen to ignore the Ombudsman's order. That's Senator Robin Padilla. Maybe he will just adopt the arguments of the persons who are charged with him. That's the best that he can do. Ayan. So far, things are moving smoothly, and we're here every day. Alam niyo naman, you can sense it naman when action is going on here. And we're here every day to make decisions about the cases we have to file and the decisions we have to make regarding different intricacies of different cases. Okay? So that starts the ball rolling.
Before we go to other matters, we'll stick to what you already announced. So when you say si Senator Padilla ignored the...
Well, he has not filed anything. He has not responded. He has not said anything about the cases that the summons given to him.
And the deadline has passed for the three of them.
Deadline has passed. I don't know. He chooses to ignore the ombudsman. Then, so be it.
Okay. And that means for him, wala siyang side, di ba? I mean...
Wala siyang defense.
So can you resolve the obstruction complaint individually in the sense na one will go ahead of the other or dapat tatlo sila?
Well, they're given a chance to deny or to dispute or to reason out, but he can choose to waive everything. It looks like he has chosen to waive it. I don't know if he's being given any legal advice.
Sir, last for my part on this point. APC deadline was, he submitted yesterday, sir, no? 16. Ano ba? 16. Yes, sir.
Basta on time. He submitted it on time. Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, nun, is that submitted for resolution or do we have to wait for General Plaska's...
We will wait for General Plaska.
Before you declare...
Which is
Ilan days po yung hiningi niya? 5?
July 8 yung order sa kanya, 10 days, 18 for another 10 days. 23 ba? So, 23rd.
So July 20, filing if ever
Next
there
Wednesday.
23rd.
Or Thursday.
So ang filing if ever, qualifier if ever may
if ever,
filing,
if ever,
kailan
yes.
sir mangyayari yan?
Well, pag-joint na yung issues and we are able to come up with the resolution.
How many days would you need?
I cannot say, but we'll do our job.
Okay sir, yun po muna.
Sir, baka lang po may info rin kayo. Ano po yung gist or yung laman nung naging counter po ni Senator Alan Cayetano?
I haven't read it. I do not micromanage the cases here. We just want them to answer. Gusto namin sumagot lang sila. At hindi ko rin sila, hindi ko style na pilitin yung tao na, I trust everybody's legal skill and judgment in this office unless proven otherwise, unless the trust is broken. But I trust the people here.
Sir, what will happen po kung hindi na po makapag-submit si Senator Robin kapag nagpasa po yung deadline?
Well, we will decide. The resolution will be done without this counter affidavit. Choice niya yan eh.
Advance na natin kasi kung halimbawa magpa-file kayo kay APC, baka sabihin na naman you expected response, baka mamaya this is all part of the word yun, attack against the minority.
No such thing. Remember, the people in jail now, many of them were our allies from the very beginning. That's the way it is. Lahat naman dinatamaan dito eh. Wala namang sinisino to eh.
Sir, going back lang dun sa mga contractor, you mentioned po yung kina Jojo Ang and other...
Angeles, Garjola.
Angeles and Garjola.
Meron pa isa. I think Dong Gonzales cases will come out already. Meron na, no? Dong
Sir,
Gonzales
anong
of Pampanga.
May particular project po bang tinignan or in general view la them being as contractors? Like,
Conflict of interest. Section 3H of Republic Act 3019 is very clear on conflict of interest. It's just that for the longest time, people took it for granted that they do it because they can. But hindi na dapat pwede yan eh. Some legislators kasi, ang galing ako dyan eh, no? Look at it as an entitlement now. Yung panahon namin kasi hindi ganyan eh. Nung panahon namin, it was very simple. Your district gets 60 million in projects or 70 million in projects. Then you have 5 million soft for scholarships, 5 million for medical assistance. That's it. Ngayon kasi naging entitlement na. And there are rules that the government has set in the spending of public funds. Dapat yan sa paggastos ng salapi ng gobyerno, dapat mayroong mga patakaran tayong sinusunod. Ang example dyan, ang mga proyekto na dapat lumalatag sa infrastructure, karamihan yan, kadalasan, dapat yan dumaan yan sa RDC, Regional Development Council. Pinag-aaralan yan. Ginawa ko yan nung ako'y congressman. Hanggang ngayon, ginagawa pa yung project na na-propose ko noong 2007. It's 2026. I proposed the project in 2007. It's still being carried out up to now. Siguro may kulang pa yun na 4 na tulay at mga 3 kilometro pang kalye. Ano yan eh? Ito yung East-West Road from Silang, Cavite to Nasugbu, Batangas. I was the one who made the study on that. Dapat talaga yun ang trabaho ng congressman. Hindi pwedeng sabihin mo, basta bibigyan namin kayo ng project title, dapat bigyan niyo yung perang to. Nagiging ganun na kasi yung lakaran. Hindi na pwede yan. There's no entitlement. And ang naka-complicate pa nito, may mga mahirap sabihin pero sabihin na natin, no? Contractors na naging congressman and decided to control the show in the House. Yun ang pinakamasakit dyan. Parang as if conflict of interest didn't exist. As if Republic Act 3019 didn't exist. So, it's going to be difficult for anybody who rules this country to put sense unless something is done about conflict of interest. Kasi mali talaga eh, di ba? Mali eh. Ano, naging congressman ka para makakuha ka ng project, para yumaman ka? Mahalay, di ba? Di ba mahalay, Joseph?
Yes,
Huh?
I reserve my judgment.
So it's okay with you?
No,
Oh.
I have no opinion there, but it's yours.
Oh. Pero mahalay eh. I mean, if some people think it's okay, and then you belong to that group who thinks it's okay. But for those who want decency in our society, na maging decente naman ng lahat, hindi na dapat ginagawa yan. Di ba? Yun nga, yung kaya naging contractor, ang tawag. Eh, masakit yan kasi naging congressman din ako, yung may congressman. Siyempre, sa pinanggalingan ko, masakit sa akin yan, ginagawa ko to. Pero kailangan kong gawin to para tumigil na. Eh, kailan sila titigil? Pag ubos na pera ng salapi ng Pilipinas. Di ba? Naku, sabihin nila, oh, palagyan natin ng tulay. Yung lugar na yan. Sir, walang ilog. Hindi, maghukay kayo ng ilog. Ganun na lang ba ngayon? Di ba? Hindi na dapat ganun eh. It's preposterous already. Na i-dictate mo, ganito gastusin ng pera ng bayan.
Sir, speaking of congressman, may update na rin po ba kay Martin Romualdez? And I know na dinidinig na rin po ng mga maestrado ng Sandigan Bayan yung inyong motion po to discharge former Secretary Bonoan. But what will happen if
We're very close
in
to
case
it.
po na hindi ma-approve yung motion?
We're very close to filing the plunder charges, but we still have to cross the T's and dot some I's and probably put periods in sentences. Yun na lang, ganun kalapit na yan. So I didn't deliberately talk about that. Eh. Pero the cases are just about ready for preliminary investigation. Mamaya paliliwanag din ko yung concept ng preliminary investigation kung bakit kinakailangan. Kasi marami hindi nakakaunawa, but na-imbestigan nyo na, meron na naman PI. Eh, ganun po talaga ang lipunan na may sistema ng batas na pinangangalagaan ng karapatan ng bawat isang nasasakdal. Kaya meron tayong preliminary investigation para to protect the rights of people who may be accused of any crime. But we can explain it better later.
But sir, will it still stand without Secretary Bonoan testifying?
Ano yan eh, alam mo, when it comes to a case like that, it's not as simple as you want it to be. You're talking about layers and layers of lawyers, people who will defend up to and go to any extent to defend their client. So hindi ganun kadali. Pero we're managing to thread the needle, so to speak. Kasi para ka dumadaan sa butas ng karayom, pag pinag-aaralan mo, yung taong marunong na at maraming pera at marurunong ang abogado. Sinasabi ko na, from the first day that I took office here, ang kalaban namin dito, the people who have the best lawyers money can buy. Yun ang kalaban namin dito. Kaya marami naiinip. Pero we go to work every day precisely because of that. Dapat deliberate, dapat meron kayong mga binabantayan na mga bagay para pag nabuo yung kaso at final ay hindi siya basta-bastang mawawasak ng Defense Counsel. Ano ito eh? It's not easy. At siyempre, in our mind also, how the courts will accept what we do and what we file. And the record speaks for itself naman eh. Ang record ng Sandigan Bayan. That's why I'm asking everybody to watch our courts. Bantayan natin ang courts. Because kami, we're putting on our best face to put flesh into the cases. Sana, the courts will also do their part in dispensing justice in this country. Hustisya ang pinag-uusapan dito. Hustisya.
Ombudsman, recently po na-appoint si former Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman. Does that mean po na she's already off the hook or inaimbestigahan pa rin po ba siya regarding the flood control scandal?
Kasama pa rin siya sa universe namin. She's part of the universe, definitely.
Ano po, former Health Secretary Herbosa, I believe may mga complaint po na file dito, but since he resigned, what will happen?
Well, the complaints stay. We will evaluate. We are evaluating the complaints as we speak.
Ombudsman, update lang din po regarding the Cabral files. Naging useful po ba siya for building up the cases?
Cabral files. Ang problema kasi, it has no probative value that the person now is dead. So, who will testify as to the files? Wala na eh. Technically, as if it doesn't exist. You can probably use it as a narrative, as part of a narrative, but supported by other evidence rather than the files. Only the files.
Sir, for advance, sir, 10 days na lang po is SONA na po ni Pangulong Marcos. And last year, maalala natin na sinimulan niya yung pagtawag sa investigasyon ng flood control. Sir, marami nang nakakulong na senador sa kasalukuyan. Are we satisfied po sa pagsugpo po natin ng mga sangkot sa flood control o marami pa po tayong abangan?
Marami pa tayong kailangan iayos sa bansa natin tungkol dito. Malungkot sabihin, pero ano yan eh. Maliit pa lang ang nailalagay natin sa hustisya at para maparatangan ng mga akusasyon tungkol sa corruption. It's a very small percentage pa lang. Pero hindi naman kami tumitigil eh. We doing this every day. And when our new team comes in through this month, through August, through September, then you will see a stronger Office of the Ombudsman. I think that we are hiring good people so that in the end, what we want to happen is to have a deterrent effect. Huwag na mag-violate ng law yung mga taong na nadidemonyong mag-violate ng law. Kasi mas mahirap makulong. Yun po yung isang problema na dapat nilang harapin. Kung gusto nilang yumaman, hindi ho gobyerno dapat ang pinupuntahan nilang trabaho. Dapat magnegosyo na lang sila sa labas. Huwag na ho sa gobyerno. Di ba? Huwag na kayong sasali sa gobyerno tapos doon kayo sa loob magnegosyo. Mali po yan. Hindi dapat natin pinapayagan yan bilang isang mamamayang Pilipino. Tayong lahat, hindi tayo dapat buwapayag dyan.
So just to stay on the theme, because another team is doing a SONA special, so I might as well ask. Is it a fair criticism from the public to say na medyo mabagal yung mga flood investigations and issues of accountability? Is it a fair...
Hindi, sistema ng ano yan eh. Sistema ng batas natin yan eh. And kahit nasabihin mo sa akin, bilisan mo yan, pag hindi kompleto yan, hindi ko ha-file yan. Hindi pwedeng fa-file mo, weaponize mo. Dapat dyan, pag final mo, kaya mo ng panindigan. In fact, ang prinsipyo yung gusto namin manaig dito, pag nag-file kami ng kaso at humingi kami ng continuous trial, i-grant, ready na yung lahat ng ebidensya. Para wala nang mawawalang ebidensya, wala nang mawawalang testigo, tapusin namin kagad yan. Kaya lang, yung preparasyon ang mahirap eh. Kailangan ng preparasyon kompleto talaga.
So if the president said last year, mahiya naman kayo, what could he say this year with reference to the case?
Alam mo, kanina may binabasa ako on the way to work. naisip ko lang talagang isang binabasa ko nung araw pa, yung Noli Me Tangere tsaka El Filibusterismo. Yun ang nagsimula ng pagpukaw ng utak ng tao na hindi na pwede yung ginagawa ng mga Kastila nung araw. Yung ginawa ng Presidente last year is something similar na dapat tumigil na yan. Mahiya naman kayo. I think it's a very good move on his part. And we just have to sail through the rough waters of public expectation. Kasi yan talaga ang problema sa politika. Ang tao, impatient na. Matagal na nagtitiis ang taong bayan. And ako, batid na batid ko yun. Batid na batid ko yun.
Sir, balik po ako dun sa plunder kay Representative Romualdez. May timeline tayo, sir, dun sa very close file.
Very close. We're very close to it. Kayo na naman ang iyayain namin. Siyempre, di ba? Kayo unang makakaalam.
Dapat, sir.
Di ba?
Baka sa radio program na, sir.
Ay, baka nga pala. Meron pala bukas, no? Hindi naman. Meron ako ibang linyang gusto sabihin bukas, ha? Ha? Marami na kayo istorya ngayon pa lang, eh.
Bigay mo na yan, sir.
Ha? Kalapit na yan. Talagang ano yan. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, mahirap kalaban ang maraming magagaling na abogado at maraming pera. Sabihin ko sa inyo yan. Ako, aminado ako dyan. Walang madali rito sa ginagawa namin. Walang madali rito.
Sir, himayin ko lang yung kay Speaker, no? Kasi you said that you're crossing your T's and dotting some I's.
Yes.
No? Nasa fact-finding yon, tama?
Hmm.
And then you're crossing your T's to
To PI.
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 Okay.
Oh.
So that means, sir, that you had evidence to...
Meron na.
uh,
Meron na. Ang ano lang, kailangan kasi, pag tinignan yung kasong fina-file mo, isang buo siyang kapani-paniwala at madaling makapa. Kasi baka mamaya kung saan nagagaling yung ideya mo, hindi maganda ang pagkakagawa. Siyempre, magsasuffer ang kaso. Kaya dapat dito talaga pinaghahandaan. Ano yan eh? Ilang abogado ba hinari nila dyan? Kulang 100 abogado yan na nagtatrabaho sa kanila. Before and after yan, ha?
So, sir, if you can you tell us maybe in broad strokes, what kind of evidence did you rely on or did you see sa fact-finding? Because for one, yung DPWH submitted a recommendation, diba, for investigation sometime in 2020. So, was that one of the documents
Ano
you
yan?
rely on?
We have to wait for the case to be filed. I cannot answer that kasi I'll be going into the details of the cases. Evidentiary matters. Hindi ko po trabaho yan. Hindi ko trabaho yan. Mike.
Would you like to go forward?
Move forward.
Sir, just drilling down on former Speaker Romualdez muna. Last time you said that one of the hurdles for the progress of his case is the non-cooperativeness or non-cooperation of the House to submit the BICAM files. Ano na po yung status dun po sa records? Are they cooperating naman po?
We're still building it up. We will not rely on the BICAM alone. We have other ways to prove our case.
So, iiwanan na po natin yung...
Hindi, we're not leaving it, but we're there examining it and looking closely into it and looking closely at the universe surrounding it.
But have they been cooperative since your last pronouncement?
Basically, they have. Many have cooperated.
Okay. Sir, last na lang po from my end. So,
Although some do not want to cooperate. Some former legislators who were there already don't want to cooperate because obviously it can be, meron silang sabit.
ano po bang importansya nung listahan po na yun? If ever you're able to get it.
It's a small committee.
Yes.
Maraming ano yan eh. Kasi nga, pag pinapaliwanag mo yung proseso kung paano ginawa, dapat maliwanag sa isip mo kung ano nga ginawa. Yun ang gusto natin ipakita sa korte. Diba?
Sir, last na lang po. So, the last ICI report stated around December, and they have a lot of lists or like persons in their list na dapat daw pong pwede pa sana investigahan. Of course, the ombudsman have acted on some, pero the likes of, let's say, Carlo Aguilar na pinsan po ni Senator
We're still
Villar.
studying Carlo Aguilar.
Yung-
We got something new again today.
Okay.
Oh.
What about si Carlini Apvilla po, yung aide po ni Senator, former Senator Nancy Binay? Is that
Yes, andyan pa rin. Still under, isa yan sa pinahihinog natin.
so
Si
basically,
Carlene Villa.
Okay. So sir, is it safe to say that all of the persons on that list are actively being investigated?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ano yan yung ICI, sa dami ng dokumento, we tried using some AI on it. Just to tell you the truth, sinubukan namin gamitan ng AI to be able to organize the files in a certain manner. Meron din naman tulong. Kaya lang, we cannot rely on the AI to decide for us. Kasi nga, sa experience namin, nag-hallucinate minsan ng AI. Kaya dapat, you always keep your feet on the ground. Nag-hallucinate, ibig sabihin, minsan nag-iimbento siya nang wala doon.
Sir,
Kahit kayo, pag gumamit kayo ng AI sa pagsusulat nyo, nawawala ng soul yung sinusulat, nawawala ng perspective, di ba?
Sir, good afternoon. How about yung grand case na binubuo naman natin about Senator Cheese Escudero po?
Tuloy yan. Ginagawa pa rin namin lahat yan. Ano yan Alam mo, when you have 500 possible cases to file, at ang dating kasi ng mga tao, ng mga ebidensya dyan, iba't ibang level Kaya hindi naman reliable lahat. Kaya dapat susuriin mo pa ng gusto yan, lahat. Pero tuloy-tuloy yan. Tuloy-tuloy yan.
Sang stage na siya, sir.
Andiyan pa rin. Nasa fact-finding pa rin siya. Fact-finding pa rin. Pero malapit na rin yan. Darating tayo dyan.
How about Senator Joel po?
Ganun din. Same.
Fact-finding din.
Same. Kasi nga, di ba, yung binigay ng DOJ was not enough for us Hindi namin kayang i-file yun. Hindi namin kaya i-file yun. Okay na.
Sorry, sir, I have to name some names. So in the affidavit also of former Yusek Bernardo, he also mentioned, and in even si Henry Alcantara po, no, the names of Commissioner Lipana from COA and even Third Star Builders who, based on JS...
Ilipana is almost done.
Oh, okay.
Almost done, no? PI na ba yan? So we're going to have the PI very soon.
What about yung case po ng Third Star Builders po? Na
Yung sa asawa niya?
Third Star, yung si
Third Star.
Representative Ferdinand Beltran po, magsasaka po.
No, we have people on the job.
Okay, thank you.
Sir,
Kasi
pahabol, sir.
contractor yan
Mm-mm.
Contractor.
So he's-
Talagang we have to stop this. Alam nyo, gusto nyo tumulong sa bansa, you help us create the noise that being a legislator and a contractor at the same time is taboo. Never do that again. Tama na. Diba? Ano talaga Talaga mahalay Mahalay. Tapos, nagdidemand pa sila ng project para sa kanila. Anong tingin nyo ron? Di ba? Yung taxpayers money nyo, kinukuha nila. Di ba? Hindi na dapat gano'n. Wala na dapat conflict of interest. So help us with that. Kailangan talaga lahat tayo maging conscious na hindi pwede yung ginagawa nila. And sound the alarm whenever there's something like that. Sound the alarm.
Sir, last na talaga. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
For me. Sir, it's budget season again. Mag-go through na naman ng Congress. Pag, sir, siguro ng mga projects and all of that, what is your warning to them that you've been actively investigating on conflicts of interest? We don't want another grand
We
corruption to happen.
prepared a letter to the DBM already to give us a copy of the President's proposed budget. And any changes there, we will notice, we will study, and we will make sure that nobody goes beyond what is submitted by the President.
Sir, Gran Pulet from Bomboradyo. Sir, the NBI po is conducting investigation about the 2019 SEA Games possible irregularities. Sir, sa ombudsman that is miss yung complaints versus Secretary Vince Dizon. Is there any possibility na sisilipin po muli ng ombudsman?
That's a very good question because just this morning I asked my staff to get the whole file from 2021 to see and to look at the possible violations of law. We're opening it up again. Bubuksan namin yan.
Sir, isa po sa mga nagsilbing chairman dito si Senator Alan Cayetano. Ipapatawag po ba natin siya for statement?
There's a time for everything. Basta pag-aaralan muna namin yung ginawa ng office dati noong 2021 kasi walang double jeopardy yan. Wala naman na charge nun eh. So, titignan namin.
Thank you, sir.
So yung kay Speaker,
Speaker.
Martin,
Ah.
I'll be forthright with you. Kasi may mga, how do I phrase it? Yung sa PI level, sir, normally, how many days do you need? For a
Hindi,
regular
ang
PI?
rules na ginawa namin, 60 days yan. 60 days. Hahaba lang yan pag may motions na kinakailangan i-grant within the 60 days. Pero yun talaga yung aming timeline na ginawa. Dati yan, years yan ang PI dito Ang ginawa namin dyan, 60 days. Nakapublish yung rules ng PI. I think you should look at the rules again.
Sir, SONA is less than 2 weeks away. So, yung sinasabi ng iba na timing doon,
Ha?
that's impossible.
Hindi. Matagal talaga ng kaso magkamada ng kaso And yun nga, kung formally nga, 6 months nga 6 months talaga para mabuo namin mahirap din yun It's the level of cases dito sa former speaker. Baka daig pa yung family. Sa hirap, sa laki, at sa haba ng aming pinagdaanan para makuha namin ang gusto namin makuha.
And his role is what? Him being the speaker or there are specific projects?
Ano yan? Makikita mo na lang sa indictment yan. When the indictment comes, you will know. You'll know.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Miko, baka gusto mo sila i-brief about PI? Yung PI kasi, hindi na unawaan ng lahat na yung preliminary investigation is a very important aspect of due process. So, si Miko na nagpapaliwanag.
It's a requirement under the...
Requirement yan, pero mabuti na mapaliwanag sa inyo ni Assistant Ombudsman Clavano. Okay, thank you.
Time, sir. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Sige. Are there any questions maybe that we can propound para maintindihan natin ang PI, or do you want me to explain kung ano talaga ang philosophy behind?
What's the context of your comment? Are these criticisms na mabagal in some cases and some are...
Hindi, kasi ang ano dito, minsan pag sinasabihan, when we say that we're going to file a case, there are actually two meanings to that. Either you file a complaint for preliminary investigation or you file an information or a case in court, either that be the Sandigan Bayan or the RTC. So, ang difference po ng dalawa, yung preliminary investigation is a process that is done here at the Office of the Ombudsman. So, ang complaint ay nanggagaling po sa fact-finding teams natin, tsaka siya papasok sa preliminary investigation na ang naghahawak pa rin yan ay mga tao dito pa rin sa Office of the Ombudsman. Ang nangyayari po dyan sa preliminary investigation na dito ginaganap ay gina-join po yung issues. Ibig po sabihin yan ay papasagutin po ang mga respondent. So, may mga allegations sa complaint, papasagutin po for the very first time ang mga respondents. So, magsasubmit sila, ang tinatawag doon ay counter affidavit. So, dun po linalagay lahat po ng depensa ng mga respondent sa mga allegations laban sa kanya na nandyan sa complaint. Ngayon, ang pangalawang type ng case or complaint ay yung nasa filing na sa Sandigan Bayan or sa Regional Trial Court. Sa korte na po yun. That only comes after meron ng resolution dun sa preliminary investigation. At bakit natin ginagawa itong preliminary investigation bago natin isasalang sa korte? Dahil part po yan ng due process. Ang tanong sa preliminary investigation, is the case ready to be filed in court? Kaya na bang ipaglaban ng mga prosecutor ang kaso kahit nakita na ang depensa sa korte? So, it's a finding of Probable cause, dati. Ngayon ay reasonable certainty of conviction. Probable cause, dati po, ang batayan natin, ang tanong doon, did this person probably commit the crime? Pero ngayon, nung pumasok ho ang ombudsman, si Ombudsman Remulla, tinaas niya po yung antas ng ebidensya na kailangan para mag-file sa korte. Ngayon po ay reasonable certainty of conviction. So dati sa probable cause, hindi po lahat ng elemento ay kailangan supported na po by evidence. May panahon pa para i-gather yung mga evidence na yun para talagang tugma sa bawat elemento. Ngayon po, kailangan na bawat elemento ay satisfied na po. Meron na pong ebidensya. So, kaya natin siguro that will explain also kung bakit natatagalan ng konti kasi dati kung probable cause lang matagal na ho natin sana na file yung mga kaso natin. Pero ngayon dahil reasonable certainty of conviction ang ating threshold of evidence ay kailangan mas diligent po ang ating investigators para po makuha ang bawat elemento. So, yun po yung kaibahan ng filing for preliminary investigation which is preparatory to the filing in court, either in the Sandigan Bayan or the Regional Trial Court. So yun po, yung mga in-announce po ni Ombudsman Remulla kanina na si Congresswoman Maria Cristina Angeles, Congressman Dong Gonzales, at Congressman Edwin Guardiola ay papasok po sa preliminary investigation. At papasagutin po sila via yung kanilang counter affidavit.
Sir, papasok sila ng PI because the fact-finding found probable enough evidence to PI for what cases again, graft or conflict of interest?
Conflict of interest, RA 3019, Section 3H. Ang nakasulat po dito ay directly or indirectly having financial or pecuniary interest in any business, contract, or transaction in connection with which he intervenes or takes part in his official capacity or in which he is prohibited by the Constitution or by any law from having any interest. Yun po yung Section 3H.
So sir, baka kasi yung mga tapat parang ulit-ulit na nasa ombudsman, may nauna na nag-investiga, the fact-finding, and then there's a PI again. Parang baka from the public's mind, I don't know, baka nandun yung source of confusion na ba't dalawang beses yung sinilip yan? Di ba pwedeng isa na lang fact-finding PI?
Kumaga yung fact-finding po,
Daily
mga
premises.
investigators pa lang po ang nag-i-investigate. Actually, fact-finding is completely confidential. So, kahit po yung mga public officials na ini-investigate, hindi dapat nila alam na may fact-finding sa kanila. No? Of course, there admits several exceptions, especially when it involves national security or it has risen to the level of national significance. We can make those things public if necessary. Pero as a general rule po, confidential po ang proceedings sa fact-finding. No? Pagdating sa preliminary investigation, malalaman na po ng respondent na may kaso laban sa kanya. At makikita na rin niya yung allegations at yung available evidence na nag-gather na po ng ating investigador. At yun po yung kahulugan ng due process dahil pinapasagot natin ang mga respondent knowing kung ano na yung allegations laban sa kanya. So yun po, yung step 1 and step 2 sa Office of the Ombudsman, fact-finding muna na confidential, tapos yung preliminary investigation which may alam na po yung respondent, na furnish na po siya ng complaint pati yung ebidensya. And on that basis, sasagot ho siya. Okay? Maraming salamat.
Mahal na. mahalay. Station ng mahalay. Sample. Ang dami. Ay, cut mo yung send mo sa akin pa yan. Hindi naka-record, hindi naka-record. Aray ko! Ah, gano'n?